Hello friends, welcome to Chess Frolics. Here we have an amazing composition by Alexie Troitsky. White is to play and win. There are very few pieces on board and white is with only a bishop and a pawn. But can he win with this? Because if he loses the pawn, then it will be a draw. So if you are ready, let us start with the game. The key move for white, bishop to h6 check. The black king can either go to e8 or to g8, but going to e8, the g pawn will take h7 and it's a simple easy win for white. So therefore black moves king to g8. Since white cannot exchange the pawn or lose the pawn, white will advance the pawn to g7. And now black has three moves, either e6, e5 or king to f7. So let us see. If black gives a check, pawn to e6, white cannot take the pawn as it will be a stalemate and a draw. So white moves king to d6. The pawn will advance or king will come to f7. But if king comes to f7, that we'll see afterwards. So we'll go with pawn advancing to e5. White moves the king to e6 or e7. The black king cannot move. The pawn has to advance. e4, king to f6, and now white protects the pawn on g7. So now if e3, that is the only move black has, bishop will take the pawn. Next move, black is going to move the h pawn. Bishop to f2 will take the pawn, and this is an easy win for white. Coming back, if black moves e5, king goes to e6. That pawn cannot be taken. e4, king to f6, and it is the same thing. So now, king comes to f7, and it appears white cannot make any progress because the black king will keep moving between f7 and g8. While on g8, if white occupies the e6 square, it will be a stalemate and draw. But here, white has an excellent move. White promotes the g pawn to a queen, and it is a check. This has become one of the most famous moves in chess. Black has no option but to take the queen. Now the white king comes to e6, blocking the pawn, leaves black with no option but to go with the king to h8. Now the black king is cornered. White again cannot take the pawn on e7. White just simply moves the king to f7 and leaves the pawn to move either to e6 or to e5. Wherever the pawn moves, the next move by white is bishop to g7 mate. And what a composition. I hope you have enjoyed and liked the problem. Thank you very much.